Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Baker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Right down the middle. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Huskers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Middleton.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads it left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Movement here from the tight end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nothing but green ahead. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. He'll do it himself. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around. Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Getting set for the point after.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're trying to get to it.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. This guy can throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Thomas. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Houston!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just enough time for one final play of the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar!
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pulls and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Husker. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
From the gun. And he makes the grab for the deuce. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Nebraska, 31. Houston, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And as a defense, you just want to...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Jenkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Nice move to pick up yardage. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I mean, how long do you want your secondary to hold up? I know it's a night game, but they just held up all night on that play. Unbelievable job sticking with the wide receivers, taking away the downfield pass. All that time and nobody comes open, that says something about your defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it on the move. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Houston, 31.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. Open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. It's caught. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. He wants a big play here late. Snags it on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Second and 10 after the previous play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll go to the air on third and short. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Huskers. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's straight. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking for an open man on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Makes a grab enough for the first. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Brings up
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient. A shot toward the end zone, and that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.